Welcome to Auto Next. Today, get ready to step into the world of unstoppable steel and cutting-edge design. What you are about to see is not just a tank. It is not just a war machine. It is a bold vision, a daring experiment, and a symbol of America's quest for battlefield dominance. This is the T54E1 Medium Tank, an extraordinary prototype, a true titan of engineering that carried with it the dream of overwhelming firepower and unmatched speed. Its very presence demands respect. One glance at its massive hull and unique oscillating turret, and you know this is no ordinary tank. The T54E1 was designed to terrify its enemies before the first shot was even fired. At its heart lay a 105mm T140 cannon, paired with an advanced autoloading system, something revolutionary for its time. While most tanks of the era relied on human loaders, the T54E1's autoloader could feed shells directly into the gun, unleashing a storm of destruction with frightening speed. Imagine the battlefield, where seconds mean survival, and this beast is firing shell after shell, refusing to give its enemy a chance to breathe. This was the future, and it was decades ahead of its time. The Cold War was a time of pressure, of competition, and of technological leaps. Every nation was racing to build the ultimate war machine, and America refused to be left behind. The T54E1 was created not as a simple upgrade, but as a bold step into uncharted territory. With its futuristic turret, heavy armor, and brutal firepower, it represented the cutting edge of armored warfare. It was America's vision of how tanks could dominate the battlefield of tomorrow. Look closer at its design. The wide tracks gripping the ground with unstoppable force, ready to roll across mud, snow, or shattered cities. The rear engine deck, housing the raw power needed to move this steel giant into combat. Every bolt, every plate, every curve of its armor was built with one mission in mind: survival and supremacy. This was not just a machine of war, it was a fortress on tracks. But what truly makes the T54E1 fascinating is the story behind it. This was not a mass-produced tank. It was an experimental idea, a prototype built to test limits and challenge traditions. In an age where the battlefield demanded faster, stronger, deadlier machines, the T54E1 stood as a daring attempt to break the rules. Though it never entered service, it carried within it the DNA of innovation, a bridge between the tanks of the past and the possibilities of the future. Imagine the battlefield of the 1950s and 60s, where Soviet armor roared forward with relentless power. The T54E1 was America's answer, a machine that could go head-to-head with the strongest enemy tanks and fire back with unmatched fury. Its oscillating turret, rarely seen on American designs, gave it a futuristic look and a functional edge, reducing reload times and maximizing firepower efficiency. And yet, history is often cruel to bold ideas. Despite its brilliance, the T54E1 never saw mass production. Challenges with its autoloader, combined with changing doctrines, meant it remained a rare vision of what could have been. But even in its short life, it left behind a legacy, proof that America was willing to take risks, to innovate, and to dream of tanks that could change the course of battle. Today, the T54E1 is remembered not as a forgotten failure, but as a symbol of ambition. It teaches us that even prototypes have stories worth telling, that even machines which never fired a shot in war can inspire awe and respect. It is a reminder that the pursuit of power, speed, and dominance does not always end with production, sometimes, it ends with a legend. The T54E1 Medium Tank was never just steel and firepower. It was imagination forged into reality. It was a glimpse into the future of armored warfare. And though it never rolled onto the battlefield in numbers, its story continues to echo, powerful, inspiring, unforgettable. This is not just history. This is a vision. This is power. This is the T54E1 Medium Tank.